I hope that my kids succeed and do great things.
That's good.
I'm getting, this is, I done seen people I think I'm doing bad. I'm not doing bad.
No.
I went to a job course in Kentucky for 2 years for building apartment maintenance to learn to be a carpenter. So I am a carpenter. Total renovation housing. I'm skilled.
Okay.
But even the best fall. So I slipped on stupid mistakes that I made.
Well,
All that other people make fun of me, but I ain't pointing them as my excuses.
Right.
I made that choice. No matter whatever it's gonna go back to one thing.
What's that?
The mind.
There you go.
Whatever.
Hey, this is Tish in the beautiful city of Charlotte, North Carolina. And who do I have the pleasure of meeting today?
David J. Horton.
All right, so you're born and raised in Charlotte?
All my life.
Oh, you said all my life?
Yeah, I've been, all my life.
I love your energy. You're fun already. How was your childhood growing up here? Was it okay or it was rough?
Yeah, it was rough.
How
Came from a broken home. It was rough. I didn't know then, but like I know now, about what I went through, what I was going through, foster homes, stuff like that. I've been in foster homes all my life. Well, most of my life. My aunt raised me mostly.
So what happened to your mom and your dad?
That's a story I can't even tell.
You're not sure, or?
I don't know what happened between them two.
Okay, gotcha.
But I mean,
How
I never knew my dad. I just casually met him off and on in my life, but I really never knew him.
Okay.
But my mom tried her best. She was on drugs, stuff like that.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Were you born with drugs in your system?
I don't even know for sure, and I don't want to say for certain.
Yeah.
More than likely, I was.
How many brothers and sisters do you have?
I got 4.
Okay.
I'm the third one.
So how old were you when you first went to foster care?
I went to foster care 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 years old.
Okay. And what made that come about?
I know now, drugs. My mom was going through them.
Okay, so it's...
I didn't know then,
Okay.
but I know now. So I used to hate my mom for that.
Right. Because you had to go to foster care?
Stuff like that. Because everybody got their parents, I ain't got mine. You know what I'm saying? I was too young to understand what was going on then, but I understand now. And I used to hate my mom. Man. I love my mom.
Really?
She probably did try. And she
Yeah.
did,
Because you understand that drug is a monkey. And it will ride you and ride you and ride you. No matter how much you want to do anything different, right? Yep, it's on that back.
It's on my back right now.
Yeah.
That's just the truth.
Yeah.
But yeah, it will ride you, let it ride you.
How was high school and everything? Did you get through high school?
I didn't make it to high school.
You did not make it to high school at all?
No, I went to Northeast. And I was in foster home then.
Okay. Back up a minute. How was foster care for a young man? And you're angry. You're going
Angry, mad at the world.
right. You're your hormones.
That's how I was,
you starting to go into
That's
manhood.
I lost all that, and a lot of people don't understand though. I guess, and everybody is different. But for me, being a foster kid was very hard. Cause it's like I got to keep a secret, or I felt like I had to keep a secret because I didn't want people to know that I was parentless.
What do you mean, like going to school and stuff like that?
Yeah, the mom and dad, like that. Foster parents are good people.
Okay.
Not all of them bad.
Okay. So you didn't have a bad experience per se.
I did, because foster parents, a lot of them do it for the love.
Right, to look after children.
But they also get paid.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. I done seen some things happen with my money that went towards other things.
Right.
I seen that. That fucked me up.
Right.
Yeah, that fucked me up. I was like, what the fuck? That's my shit. You get 1 item, 3 items. When Christmas come around, you only can pick 3 items.
Right.
They said, well, hard living. Hard living. So I'm like, I know.
Yeah.
I know.
What did you do to groom you to be a young man? Like, did you listen to music? Like, how do you know when you have no mother and father how to be a man? How to be a man?
Like everybody else, that ain't got no mother and father. Like the older people I grew up around.
Okay.
They ain't had their mom or dad.
Okay.
Some of them did. Some of them did. My best friend had his mama and daddy.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And how did that make you feel, seeing what normal looks like per se? And
I was like, dang, he got his mom and dad, and they live in a nice house.
Right.
Ooh, that's nice.
Did you ever had the chance to go over to the house and spend the nights and stuff?
They took me in.
That's a blessing.
That's the love without saying nothing.
Yes.
And I knew that. I got it.
Okay.
Right. I got it.
And so
They
how-
accepted me like them on their own. You know what I mean? I walk in the house. I mean, like walk in the house, but you know, one of my friends and my best friend.
Yeah. What kind of relationship do you have with your mom?
It's not like it ought to be.
Okay. Now, how old were you when you first started having issues with substance abuse?
Since I could, that's been all my life. I've been raised around it all my life.
Now, what made you
Marijuana
start?
started.
Mm-hmm.
And then growing up, you know.
Did you use it as a way to escape the pain of, you know, childhood, or?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I did.
Do you recognize that's what it was, or you just think you were having fun and partying?
Well, at first it was like, you know,
Right.
experiment.
Yeah.
You know, just test the water.
Right.
Don't touch that.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
That's right. That's what your mama used to do. Ooh, yeah, real talk. And I
That's
fell
deep.
for that shit. You know what I mean? But, and I just like talking like this because I'm
Okay, so let's fast forward to the real deal. Are you homeless right now?
I stay in a tent.
So you have your own home per se, but you know, not the typical.
That's my castle.
That's your castle.
Don't get that twisted. Hey, that's my mansion.
There you go.
You can be whatever you want to be. You see, but that's my mansion.
Right. Yeah.
That's how, yeah.
You went through all of the process to get like the housing, the voucher, and everything. So, honey, tell me about it, because
One day,
Mhm.
I didn't even know I had it.
Okay.
One day I was at Urban Ministries.
Well, first of all, how long did it take you to get it?
I don't even know. I mean, they said that I did it when I did when I died. When you first come into the homelessness, when you go homeless, you got to call 211. That's the number you got to call.
Right.
And they evaluate you.
Okay.
Right. And on that, you get placed in a certain area
Okay.
for emergency housing. I don't know if I'm, you know what I mean? But I
Okay.
just know one day I was coming around in the Urban Ministries, and this lady that worked there, her name Heather, she's gone now to a better job.
Okay.
I love her. She's my art teacher. I saw artwork here too. But,
Okay.
she said, David. She said, what's your last name? I said, Horton. She said, Section 8 pulled your name for housing. I've been looking at her since.
Okay.
And I'm still looking.
All right. So, but what is the
What's that?
problem, honey?
Ain't no problem. I ain't got the problem.
No. As in, you have the voucher, but the unaffordable housing, right?
Yeah, the unaffordable housing. I got a voucher. And this is the messed up part.
Mm-hmm.
They got a due date. You got to find a housing in a certain time, or your housing voucher will be expired.
How much time do you have?
I did 2 of them already.
You already went through 2 expiration dates?
I had to renew them.
Okay.
That's sad. It's sad to do a person like that that's in the streets.
Yeah.
Put a due date. When they finally get a voucher, put a due date on them.
Yeah.
That's bad. Don't let me get my house. Somebody gonna know something. I mean, real talk.
So, I mean,
Gonna put me out there, and I'm like, already don't know just like your mind frame changed.
Right.
Yeah, I got kids, grown kids, you know what I mean? They got Gucci kids. I gotta let them see. I hope they do see this. I gotta let it be heard. You know what I'm saying? I ain't hiding nothing. I ain't ducking.
How much did they give you for your voucher, if you don't mind saying?
They gave me $869 for my rental.
Oh, okay.
And gave me $250 for rent. For utilities.
Okay. And what are you supposed to do with 800 and how much you saying? $850? $860?
Fucking rats live better than goddamn.
I mean, like, because Charlotte rent, what's a typical Charlotte rent?
Right, like, I remember Charlotte before Charlotte was Charlotte.
Right.
I remember the 2-lane.
Right, I hear you.
I remember a lot of stuff. I remember.
So you remember when that rent was how much? Like what, $600-$700 maybe?
Less than that.
Exactly. That was like, well, that was for a 3-bedroom.
Yeah, $450, $500, $525 a month.
You right. Oh yeah, you right.
It's $1,100, $1,200, $1,300 for a one.
So they give you a voucher, but what are you supposed to do with it when the cost of living doesn't match up with the voucher?
So guess what?
Okay.
So now I gotta get a job.
Okay.
I gotta at least work part-time.
Okay.
Because my voucher doesn't cover, it covers the rent and it covers a certain percentage of the utilities. So I gotta have a job.
Okay.
So that's what I'm on now. But I got to have, most of my work all my life is under the table.
Okay.
So the job I have to have is got to be
Right, yeah.
for the apartment complex to be like, oh yeah, he can do it.
Okay, got you.
Real talk.
You all set up, you just need to have a job to be able to pay the balance
I
of
got
the...
that taken care of. I just need to find somewhere that got me. Other than that, I'm good.
Oh, okay, so it's up to the apartments if they will accept
I
a
gotta
voucher.
find somewhere. I gotta get on a waiting list somewhere.
Now, what about those places they call like hostels and stuff where you can rent out rooms and stuff like that? Would that be covered?
If they take Section 8.
Oh, okay, if they take Section 8. Okay, and I wonder why boarding house. And why wouldn't they take it, I wonder?
I don't know. There's certain requirements for Section 8.
Okay.
And you gotta do certain things for Section 8.
Mm-hmm.
But Section 8, they had problems with their payments.
Okay.
I heard that before, but you know.
Mm-hmm. So what are your hopes and dreams? I mean, you're very animated. You have a lot of energy. And your energy is just so fun, but you're very informative at the same time.
Yes, I gotta be like that.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, it get agitated very quickly. I have seizures.
Oh, okay.
I'm on Keppra.
Oh, so you stay up with your medications? Because if you don't, it shows itself with a seizure, right?
It shows it when I'm in the ambulance.
Mm-hmm.
Right, we'll talk. Yeah, I don't have seizures now because I had a temporal skull fracture that caused me to go deaf in my right ear.
Why you had a skull fracture? Why?
I don't know. Somebody robbed me or something like that.
That homeless life, yeah.
It didn't have nothing to do with the being homeless.
Mm-hmm.
I got robbed.
Oh, just robbed.
I woke when I got up.
Oh, you got robbed to the point you got knocked out.
Yeah, they knocked me. I had a temporal skull fracture. You can look that up.
Right.
And it causes you to. I'm permanent deaf in my right ear.
Mm-hmm.
And it causes me to have seizures.
Oh, so that's where the seizures came from.
It caused me to start having seizures. Now I got them.
Well, how often do you have seizures?
I used to have it real bad. I used to have like about 5-6 a week.
Ooh.
Real bad.
Even taking Keppra?
No, before that.
Okay, got
I
you.
wouldn't go to the hospital.
Oh, okay, got you.
But when I went to the hospital, I stayed in the hospital almost 3 weeks, a little over 3 weeks.
That's a long time to stay in the
Yeah.
hospital because they try to get your butt out. You know, these
I
days
was
they
in
get
there
out butt
3
out.
weeks.
Yeah, that's a long time. You are
Strong.
down and out.
Hey, y'all got some more of that macaroni and cheese? Y'all have, you know what I mean? Shit like that.
I was looking at it. What's macaroni cheese?
Yeah, this is really.
All right, so to wrap it up, what are your hopes? And I appreciate it because
My
you
hopes,
really brought
my dreams. It's like everybody else. This is what I hope.
Okay.
I hope that my kids succeed.
How many kids?
I got 3 kids.
Okay.
I hope that they succeed and do great things.
That's good.
I'm getting. This is. I done seen people I think I'm doing bad. I'm not doing bad.
No.
I done seen people worse than that. I done seen people worse than me. Make me want to cry.
Right.
So I'm not.
You're in a difficult time. You still have compassion for others. That's a big thing. Don't take that for granted.
I'm very compassionate. It's hard for me. I ain't never ever in my life panhandled. I went to a job course, Kentucky, for 2 years for building apartment maintenance to learn to be a carpenter. So I am a carpenter.
Okay.
And I worked most of in my 20s and 30s. I worked carpentry.
Okay.
Total renovation housing. I'm skilled.
Okay.
But even the best fall. I slipped on stupid mistakes that I made.
Well,
All let other people make fun of me, but I ain't pointing them as my excuses.
Right.
I made that choice.
Well, you're taking accountability, and no one does that these days. So I commend you on that.
No matter whatever it's gonna go back to one thing.
What's that?
The mind.
There you go.
Whatever. Whoever, it don't matter.
Right.
Whatever you figure, whatever, it comes from one place. Your mind.
Right. If you control the mind, you control everything else.
Yeah.
That's what a friend of mine told me before.
That mind is very powerful.
Well, I appreciate this interview. This was very animated. It was very informative.
It's so real. So animated. I love that. Informative. Yeah, you gotta be like that. You know. So real.
Yes, very.
And it'll be another interview, I promise you, because I'm an artist.
Okay.
I'm also an artist.
Okay.
I can draw you.
Okay.
I love doing portraits. So.
Okay.
But my goal, I'm getting off these streets.
Okay, good.
But I ain't gonna never forget where I came from.
Right.
Real talk.
Real talk.
I love everybody out here. I'm no judge.
Okay.
Who am I to judge?
With that being said, I appreciate you so much, and you take care.
Like MLK say, Martin Luther King said, walk with your back straight.
Mm-hmm.
Cause they can't ride you when your back straight.
There you go. On that
Don't
note,
walk with your back bent. Walk with your back straight.
right.
Cause they can't ride you when your back straight.
There you go. On that note, take care.
West Side, Reed Park.